Hello everybody, welcome to Immediate Meteorology. In this video we'll be talking about how severe weather can come back for the end of May and beginning to mid-June. Tornadoes, hail, damaging winds, all that could come back in only a couple of weeks. Before we start, please hit that subscribe button if you like weather content like this, and hit the bell to never miss a weather forecast or update. Also, I have a Discord. I'll have the invitation link in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So as we jump right in, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Cape for a outbreak that I've been looking at for the 20th through the 25th. So very, very long, wide span outbreak is possible. So first, we're looking at this line up here of high Cape, including 2,000 up to some getting up to 3,500, and it looks like it's going to be sort of a squall line there for places like North Dakota, South Dakota, and a lot of the mid-plains. But the main focus right now is for this whole big area of Cape with that purple and a lot of widespread red right there. As we move through, the purple becomes very longer, but it doesn't become as widespread. And then it does sort of spread out as I said that, and then the red does also reaching into places like Oklahoma, Arkansas, and even a bit there for Mississippi, which is quite far out to reach for very high Cape. And then it spreads out a lot, even a bit of that red hitting Kansas and Missouri. And then this is the main time frame that I'm looking to see most of this severe weather, stretching all the way actually from Minnesota and then going down and actually into the eastern coast of the Gulf of Mexico in Mexico, which is actually a very long area for severe weather, but our main threat is within this purple chunk around here from Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, and especially Kansas and Nebraska. And then as we move through, it sort of weakens out, but you can still see some of those purples there. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our temperature here. This is also a very high denominator for severe weather development. First, we can see temperatures soaring in the 80s and 90s for Texas, since that's going to be our main threat, especially around this area over here where it's both white and brown, but still northern places up here not too hot, but you can definitely see a line of heat up there where that line of Cape was when we were looking at the first frame of Cape. And then it moves through and becomes very widespread along all the southern states, really, including Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida. But like I said, the main threat for Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas in that smaller circle there. And then we move through. Now we're looking at our SPC forecasts. First, here is today's forecasts. The storms have weakened off by now a little bit, but we did have a slight risk put in place for Ohio and Kentucky, and then a marginal risk for a lot of the southeast, and then just general thunderstorm risks here and there, and then a small marginal risk for Idaho and Montana up there. Now here is tomorrow's outlook. We do have a slight risk up here for Montana, but it looks like the tornado chance won't be too high, just damaging winds and possibly some pea-sized to quarter-size hail. And then a lot of spotty marginal risks actually for places like Louisiana, Colorado, and Florida, and then general thunderstorm risk basically in the same area as the previous frame. And finally, here's day 3's categorical outlook. This is when we'll see the most widespread slight. You can sort of see a line right here, even going to be reaching up into Canada. But that's for places like South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, and other plain states. And then that marginal risk bordering the slight one, and also, once again, spotty general thunderstorm risks. Now we're going to take a look at this only one precipitation image I have here. We're mainly looking at this line right here for now. That's where we're going to see our slight risk. Spotty general thunderstorms here. This is where we saw our general thunderstorm risk, and also over here for North Carolina and South Carolina, and a bit up in Virginia, but our main focus is up here. You can see definitely a squall line developing there for severe weather development. Definitely possible. Even some reaching up into Canada right up there. Here's the Cape currently for that time. Not too high of Cape, but still severe weather possible, so not really that much tornadic development. And then a couple of red spots actually for Texas down there in the south. Now we're going to quickly take a look at our bulk shear, and actually you can see that's awfully high, but actually sort of behind that slight risk, so it's probably going to be behind the cold front, which will probably be somewhere along the border of these states like the Dakotas and Nebraska. But our main patch of bulk shear that we're seeing is mainly for Wyoming, and then we have this other patch coming into the United States for Montana, but our main risk will be for this southern one for basically half of Wyoming there. With that, I thank you guys for watching this weather video. If you like weather content like this, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to never miss a weather update or forecast. And also, I now have a Discord. Feel free to join to get early access or early releases to weather videos. I'll have the link of the invite in the description below. So with that, I absolutely thank you guys all for watching through the whole video, and I will see you in the next update or forecast. Bye-bye.